Another guy who, at least in my opinion, is solid, IKF Isiah Kiner-Falefa now. A lot of people don't like him, and I'll admit, for majority of the season, I didn't like him myself. He's not one to get one up on opposition pitching and drive the ball out for a home run. But you know what? Looking at his stats, I feel like he's a lot better than what a lot of Yankee fans and even some press put him as. A quick rundown. He was second in the team in 2022 in batting average with a batting average of .261. Eighth in strikeouts, so he had the eighth least amount of strikeouts at 72. Fifth in on-base percentage at .314. And he was third in the team in hits. He had 126 hits.
You're going to have to convince you a little bit more on IKF. I'm obviously not his biggest supporter. I do appreciate him as a person. He's a cool guy. He always says he's very honest with the media. He's never given a bad interview. But on the field, certainly as a shortstop, I was not a fan of his. You need a little bit more power, especially in this day and age. Yes, shortstops, hitting 25 to 30 homers, it's kind of the norm. And to have a guy who's really, I think he had 4 homers last year.
Yeah.
It's just not enough for a team that's trying to win a championship. I get what you're saying with the contact. He put the ball in play a ton, and he did hit quite a few singles. I think he said he was second or third on the team in hits.
Yes, he was third.
Yeah, you just need a little bit more power and a little bit more on-base ability. If he could drop a few more walks, I like him a lot off the bench. I think he's a really good guy to come off the bench. He's a good base runner. He could steal your base. He could come in. He could play third, second, or short if somebody goes down. But as an everyday starter, I'm certainly not sold, especially not as a shortstop. We saw the Yankees punt on him during the postseason last year, which was just shocking and kind of, that's an entire different story. But yeah, I'm fine with IKF off the bench, but I don't see him starting, especially with the amount of infield talent that we have right now coming up.
I think IKF off the bench would be good too, especially since, as you said, he's fast, steal bases, especially since the New York Yankees don't have Tyler Wade anymore to do that. I was very surprised that New York made IKF their starting shortstop. This is a guy who mainly only played as the catcher, third baseman in his career. When the Yankees moved IKF a few times to third base, he was okay. He was solid. I do think if the Yankees can't ship off Josh Donaldson this offseason or in spring training, and he continues to underperform, I would imagine at least that they would give IKF a somewhat maybe starting job, or especially off the bench for third base. But I cannot picture him being the starting shortstop for the Yankees based on his poor defensive capability at that position at shortstop.
Yeah, when they took him out of the starting role last postseason, I think that kind of killed any chance of him, returning as a starting shortstop. But you really never know with the Yankees. Opening day could come around and he could be the starting shortstop, and it wouldn't shock me. Though I think Peraza is definitely the favorite to win that job right now. But, everybody kind of thought he was going to be the stopgap for Peraza/Volpe last year, and they kind of just kept riding with IKF through the entire season, and they wouldn't give Peraza a real chance. And Peraza came up, and he actually looked really good, and then it was just kind of a mess, and it was handled really poorly. I felt kind of bad for IKF because, he wasn't very good defensively. He was very shaky, and, he was the bottom hitter in the league in terms of OPS and all that. So it was a little bit of a disaster last year, but like I said, I'm fine with him off the bench.
Yeah, I'm fine with him off the bench as well. And I think it's Peraza's job to lose to be the New York Yankees starting shortstop for 2023.